Today I'm taking a look at the Grand Admiral Thrawn Star Wars Funko Pop from the Ahsoka series. Let's jump right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and this is the Grand Admiral Thrawn Star Wars Funko Pop from the Ahsoka series. So this is from the second wave of the Ahsoka series, which includes Thrawn, Morgan Elsbeth, two of Thrawn's Night Troopers, two different variants, and then you got Shin Hati and Baylan Skoll. So I will be doing reviews on all of those in the coming weeks, so definitely stay tuned to the channel for those. But let's take a quick look at the packaging. So just like the rest of the Ahsoka wave of Funko Pops, you have that same color scheme going on, the teal with the gray and the white with the star map background. But the same with the Ahsoka that I reviewed the other day. The second wave of Ahsoka series Funko Pops seem to be faded at the front with the teal area there. But I don't keep mine in the box anyway, so it's not a big deal. But if you are an in-box collector, that might be something that you might be on the look for. But Grand Admiral Thrawn is number 683 in the series. There's the front of the box there. There's the side of the box there. And you can see the side of the box is still pretty vibrant. There's the back of the box with the rest of the Funko Pops in the wave. So I will be doing reviews on all of those. So stay tuned for that. There's the side of the box and the top of the box there, but let's get Grand Admiral Thrawn opened up and we will take a closer look at him. And there is Grand Admiral Thrawn out of the packaging, and I do like this one. I do have one gripe about it though, but overall he is a really decent looking Funko Pop. I will compare him to the Target exclusive Funko Pop from Rebels, just so you guys can see the difference between the two. But I do really like this Grand Admiral Thrawn. I'm happy they did one from the Ahsoka series. I do have one gripe though, and it is the pose. The pose is great, other than the blaster in the one hand. They didn't have Thrawn in the Ahsoka series with the blaster in hand, so I would have preferred if they put him in a different pose. And when I compare him to the one from the Target exclusive from Rebels, I can mention that. I can go into a little more detail about the poses there, but the pose is good. Like it's a great pose, other than the blaster. I would have preferred it to be a little more television show accurate, but other than that, some really nice details on this one. His outfit seems to be not as bright white as the Rebels Thrawn, so a little more realistic. He's spent some time in Peridia in that other galaxy, so you know his outfit's not going to be completely clean. So you know it is a little bit dirty, I suppose, but some nice details on his badge there, his Grand Admiral badge. He does have his Imperial code pens or code cylinders. He does have the little shoulder pads on each side of his shoulders there. And as I mentioned, he is holding the blaster, which it's not a deal breaker, but it is just something I would have preferred not to see. I would have preferred a different pose. Nice details in his face. As you can see on this one, he's not as... he doesn't have that chiseled jawline that the Rebels version has, and I'm okay with that. There are some people who have mentioned that they would have preferred it to look a little more like the chiseled jawline, but in the live action Ahsoka series, Thrawn didn't have that chiseled jawline like he did in the animation, so I like that they did them a little bit different. If you compare Clone Wars Funko Pops, characters that are both Clone Wars Funko Pops and regular Funko Pops, their styling is a little bit different. The Clone Wars variants are a little bit more pointy in the hair and the chin and stuff. So I'm glad that they did do them a little bit different. But let's compare the two of them side by side. Alright, so comparing the two Thrawn side by side, as I mentioned, the big differences The Rebels Thrawn, both this one and the 2017 exclusive, which I don't happen to own yet. Their outfits are a little more brighter, a little more cleaner. They got the chiseled face, the cheekbones and stuff like that, the more definition above the eyebrows, which that's exactly kind of how he looked in Rebels. He had more definition to his face, a slimmer face, so that's how they kind of sculpted it into a Funko Pop form. The blue on the Rebels version is a little more brighter, a little more vibrant. But like I've mentioned, in the Ahsoka series, he didn't have that chiseled face, that face structure, that really, really skinny face structure, and the blue was slightly different in the series in live action, so it's not going to look exactly the same. But one thing I would have preferred is if they took this pose on the Rebels Thrawn and switched it with the one on the other one, because he did show up in Rebels with a blaster, and in the Ahsoka series he did not. So that's the only thing that I would change about these two pops. But other than that, I think if you are a fan of Thrawn, definitely pick this one up, because this one's a common. It'll be a lot easier to pick up. I see it on the shelves still, so if you do want a Thrawn for your collection and you can't find the other two, definitely pick this one up. But what do you think of the Grand Admiral Thrawn Star Wars Funko Pop from the Ahsoka series? Are you going to pick this one up, or are you going to pass on this one? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then click to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.